could be the one you talk to when you're feeling down. I could be the one you run to when the moon hits the ground. I can say what I'm feeling, but the words just don't come out. If you ever feel lonely, girl, just know I'll come around. 'Cause I've traveled so far just to get to where you are. And I know that you're broken, but that makes you who you are. So pick up the pieces and show me you mean it tonight. I know what you're feeling, I see that look in your eyes. So pick up the pieces and show me you mean it tonight. 'Cause what I've been dreaming is giving you my paradise. So pick up the pieces. So pick up the pieces. Baby, I'ma be there through the rough parts of it all. Holding your hand, fighting for the things that we want. Be the rock you lean on with you by my side. Baby, when we fall, together we'll rise. 'Cause I've traveled so far just to get to where you are. And I know that you're broken, but that makes you who you are. So pick up the pieces and show me you mean it tonight. I know what you're feeling, I see that look in your eyes. So pick up the pieces and show me you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to OGC Summer Cup. This is day 2 finals. Oh, I am so far behind. Oh, what a day, what a day. Let me check on that. Got that turned back on. There we go. Clicking all the wrong stuff. It is morning for me. Привет! Как поживаете? Welcome everyone to the OGC Summer Cup. These are the finals, day 2. So we have got a lot of good teams in here. I am just all out of sorts, guys. Give me just a second to get my brain back on. Let's go through these slots before they start without us. In slot 3, Virtus Pro. Slot 4, Ruck Esports. Slot 5, Brute. 4, slot 6 are the Moneymakers. Slot 7, 4, FS. 8 is the Merte. 9, DGSTN77. 10 is NLO. 11, Alpha 7. And it doesn't look like any of these teams are on here. Navi, slot 12. 13, Team Liquid. 14, Cave. 15, X-Force Esports. I'm not sure I got the right list. Slot 16, Alpi. Ooh, that looks like Cave to me. Slot 17, Grimace Gaming. X. 18 is Phantom Lex. 19, Danger Esports. 20, Acrid. 21, Mad Bulls. And 22, Team Spirit. I'm not sure if these teams are in the right slot or I got the wrong list, guys. I am telling you, it has been a morning. It's a rough, bumpy start, but we will get through this. Woo! What a start, what a start. Happy Saturday, everyone. At least there's that. I'm not sure where these teams are supposed to be, but I don't think they are where I was told they would be. So we just go with what we've got, guys. We go with what we've got. See, over here on the On the left side, you can see slot 11 is supposed to be Alpha 7, and this is not Alpha 7, so, you know, we go with what we got, guys. We are just going to enjoy these insane teams as they are competing. This is only stage 1. At the end of stage 3, it will be $25,000. So these guys are moving on and moving up. We'll go ahead and turn the music back on while I try to figure out what is going on in the background. Like I said, it's been one of those days already. Okay, boys, let's go. We are going to make the best of this day because we have some insane teams in this lobby. So let's go. Let me put up the map down below. Oh, jeez. It's just going to be one of those days. There we go. There's your drop spots. We are headed into Erangel. And we're just going to go ahead and jump with Virtuous Pro. And let's go, guys. What a nightmare. We can do this, guys. We've got this. We can do the fights and we can figure out these teams. We got 6 seconds. So let's see where their first flight path is going to go, guys. You do have the drop spots down below. We are going from Stalbard all the way south through Yasnaya over the top of farm and military base. So we are jumping, now we are jumping with Team 4 Arc. Alright, so let's go, guys. We are on a Fragger. What a mess. Oh, what a mess. Let's see. Looks like we've got a couple of teams already starting off the flight path, and we do have GG headed over towards Kameshki. We've got DMR headed over towards Severny, and NL headed down to Yasnaya. As you can see, I don't have the right list. So we are just going to go with tags. And it does look like we've got Team 4 headed over with the Mad Bulls, Team 11, and Team 9, DG. Alright, guys. We also have a cluster headed down towards the farm area. So we might have some early fights. We still don't have the first zone popping yet, but we are close to the end of the flight path, and so we're gonna stay here and see what's going on. And look at this, picking up the pistol, getting it all ready, and let's see, he is right here with the vehicle. So let's see. Here comes a Molly right on over. We might have a couple more fights right down here towards the shark fin, towards the docks. Our first zone did pop, and we are going all the way over to the southwest of the map. We do have Military Island in the zone, so let's see. I do see quite a few teams right on over here. Let's go ahead and zoom on up, see if we can pick out what's going on right on over here. Let's go. It looks like we've got Team 6 right here, Team 10 not too far away, and Team 15 dropping back in the back. So I'll go ahead and put the map back up so you guys can see where everyone is going. And Fragger, oh, Fragger coming right into that. And so there goes Fragger for our first fight. Let's check in on the bad boy over here. He still has Team 9 right over here in front of him. And it was right over here. Whoa, coming on in. So let's see. Does have a nade. There goes two of his teammates. He's throwing that nade right on over. Is able to get some shots on the bad boy. And oh, there goes Team 9, boys. All right, let's go. Let's see what else is going on. As we do have a team right over here on a big split across this west bridge. That is Team 15. Right on down below. Let's see what's going on. We are still right here. We are picking up. We did lose Fragger, and we do have one knock, but they're getting them picked up. But we do have a third party that is paying attention right on over here, so we could keep an eye on this fight as well. So let's go, guys. All right, so let's go back on over here and see where the rest of the teams are. Most of the teams are pretty respectful of space. They're pretty spread out, but they are getting their loot going. And we do have what is going on right on over here. Let's check in on what's happening over here. See if any of these teams are going to be coming up and around, because they do have two teams very close to them. And it does look like Matt is over up into the East Roz area, has given up on that third party now that that fight is all over. Alright, I do hear some shots being taken, but I don't really see anyone. So let's see. Alright, I'm still getting a few DMs, but let's check in on Team Liquid. This is Cardozo. He is over here at the prison all by himself, but he does have another team not too far away. It is Team Team 3, Virtuous Pro. They're saying my slots are right, but I'm not so sure, guys. I'm not so sure. Alright, we have someone out scouting. Let's see where they're going to head. This is Team 6. Should be the Money Makers coming right up onto Team 16, which should be Alpi. But you can see that Team 16 is actually Cave. So we'll see what's going on as they come right up in onto this push, and let's see what's going to happen. We already got one knock from the the Money Makers, but Team 16 Cave, it does get that confirmation, and so now they are still coming up, and we do have one up onto the roof. And as they are trying to come down and around, we got another one knocked for the Money Makers, and the Money Makers pushing up into Cave area. And Cave is down to just a duo as well. Still trying to get their teammates picked back up. Cave, keep up on top of this glass house. Now let's see. Can he get down there and get some of that Money Maker business? Or will they find him? And we do have one of them from the Money Maker over on the other off angle trying to get, that is Boss, Icy Boss, right on the backside. So let's see what Icy Boss can do with this push. Is keep trying to come on down. He does have that S12 coming out with the S12, and he does get the knock with the S12 down to about 5 HP, but Boss is right over here and trying to throw the smokes, trying to get his teammates over, and he is the last one still standing. But there are still 3 of them for the Cave. And Cave does have one knocked right on over here, so we'll stick with that for just a second. Let's check these rotations, see if we can find anybody else that may be coming on in. I do see Alfie not too far away from Team Liquid. Team Liquid going across the north side of the farm area, and we do have another Another clash right on down here as the teams are trying to come in and across. This is Navi down in the lower right-hand corner. You've got Navi right here with Team 15, which is KST, and they are all coming right up and in. We'll go ahead and keep that right on down below as we just keep an eye on Boss. See if Boss can get on out of here. Navi does get a knock over onto Team 12, or does get knocked from Team 15. Sorry, guys. Alright, so we'll stay here with the Icy Boss. See if he can hold off this push as they are coming right up and in onto him. He does have this S12 try. Oh, it is S12 versus S12 as they're trying to pull on back. And Icy Boss going into the FPP, trying to get those shots. And we do hear, I even hear a VSS in this background. So let's see what's that. Oh, an Icy Boss from the Moneymakers. The Moneymakers going out in 15th place. Alright, so let's check the rest of this map, see what's happening. We'll go ahead and put this map back up so you can see the rotations down below, and we are going to go see if we can find another fight right on over here. Navi taking over, but we do have Cardozen from Team Liquid right at the top, keeping an eye over on this bridge, trying to make sure that his team can get on in. And we do have, it looks like we've got a couple of teams clashing right over here with Team Liquid, and again, Virtuous Pro coming right on through, driving right up and in. Oh, Team Liquid Chief coming right up over that top, down to about 5 HP, trying to get those shots over onto Mythic now. And here comes the rest of them as Mythic is trying to get those shots right up that hill. Look at this. He's paying attention, trying to make sure he can see what is going on. Mythic trying to get on out of there, trying to save his car at the same time. So let's see. Our zone has popped again. We are still split across this river. We do have military base and the main island in play, and all these teams are coming in from the north, so we will have some clashes right at the top, but Team Liquid coming in right towards the middle. So let's go over to the Mad Bulls right on over here, see what's happening as they are coming across the wide open Gaka fields and paying attention to Team 7 over in the compound as they're coming right up and over right next to Team 13 right at the top as Team Liquid comes all the way across, and now the Mad Bulls are coming up and around. Let's check in on what's happening as they are trying to scout what Team Liquid is doing right at the top of this hilltop. So now let's see what else we can find as far as the fights going on. Everybody is getting much closer in proximity. Let's go back up to the Mad Bull right on over here and see as the Virtuous Pro are coming right on in. Let's check in on the Milky Way coming through the wide open Gaka field. So let's scroll on in just a little more. There you go. And now let's see as we are still headed on in. Good morning, Bong. I see you. Alright, coming right up and in onto Team 8, TMRs. They're still coming right on down. Oh, not a good place to park that car now, is it, guys? Alright, so let's go. Let's see what's happening right over here with Lex. As Lex goes driving right on past Team O. I've got some lag going on here. Right on past Team 4, which is Arc. So we just right back into the other half of Arc. We do have Arc split over here, and let's see what is going on over here as we are trying to hold down these warehouses right at the edge of Ferry Pier. And it does look like we had 3 teams over here, and everybody's trying to, oh, here comes another team. So we've got a few teams just trying to find their way into zone. And look at this, we have a team all the way down on Military Island. They are taking over the entire island. This is brute force. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. What else can I show you? It does look like Team Liquid is going to come up onto where the Mad Bulls are, right down below them. And taking the shots as another team comes up and around. So let's see, who is that? That is Team Alfie going right on through, and Ayala trying to get those shots right across as Team Alfie is right over there. Let's see what's going on, and they are doing just fine, but that car has seen better days. And just barely able to get up and over the top of that, but they are there. So they made it into zone, but they are right below Team DNR, Team 8. Team 8 coming up and around trying to get those shots, and they do finish off the Team 14. All right, guys, let's see what else is happening as we scroll on in. Let's see where everyone is, because we still have Team Liquid up by the Mad Bulls and Navi right close to them. All these teams giving each other a little bit of respectful space, but still taking those shots. We do have Ayala and the Chief right on top, still trying to keep an eye on the top of this hillside. So let's see what Ayala is doing. He is just coming up, just making sure that he knows where all these teams are rotating. Let's go over here and see what's happening as we are pulling really close up to Team 15. And let's see, Team 4 still coming out, clearing those edges. Knows that one from Team 15 is very close. So let's see if we can find out which one it is. Are they both in this? They are both right down here in Ferry Pier. All right, guys, let's go. Let's see what else is happening for a moment. We do have some peace in the world. And let's see, where is everyone going? I think we're going to go ahead and just hang out here for a minute while everybody gets into their position, waiting for the next zone to pop. We do have a couple of them going out of zone. I'm not sure what they're doing over here, if they're just trying to get better. Hello, Reaper. Good morning. I think they're just trying to get better positioning, better vehicles, and our zone is getting ready to pop. Let's see where we're going to head this time as the zone does shift over to... Oh, we are going to the military base. So brute force over here. Navi already on the bridge, getting ready for this crazy bridge camp. And coming right on down and across. They do have the rest of the lobby coming up right behind him. And look at this. Flip already in position. Let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to go ahead? Yes, he is. He's going to go ahead and head on over to find their spot over onto the military island. We already have Gardozan right here getting ready for another bridge camp coming up into Team 8. Team 8 right across. Gardozan getting taken down and out, where the rest of them, they are up at Grandma's house at the top. We do have Team 8 right down below, still on this bridge camp, still trying to hold off everyone. We do have some botations coming across. As you can see, we do have Team 4, and we do have another team over on this edge. Let's see what is going on with this. These Team 18 swimming across. Danger. This is not danger. So let's see what else. It says Phantom Lex, and I'm not sure that's who they are either. And look at this. Brute force stopping the push by Team 7 coming up in. And look at this over here with the nades trying to stop the swimmers from coming in and across right at the top of the cliffside. So let's go. Let's see. Alright, so we just lost Lex to Virtuous Pro up at the top, and we do have Cave coming around the outside way over onto the western edge of Military Island. So now let's go back over to Team 8, as Team 8 is still holding down the bridge, still trying to make sure that nobody comes across, but we do have the Mad Bulls right over on the edge, trying to get those eyes up onto Team Liquid. We got Ayala right at the top, taking all those shots with the mini, spamming right on down. I'll go ahead and scroll in a little bit better for you. There you go, guys. All right, trying to get the shots up and over at the Mad Bulls. The Mad Bulls up on top of the glass house. Let's go over to the Mad Bulls, see what's happening. It does look like Rami right over here, down to about half health, but is able to make it. So let's go over here and see what's going on. I just missed the fight over here as they are coming up over onto Navi. Navi is right over on this edge, coming up onto Team 18. And Team 18 out in there. out in that field, trying to duck and dive, trying to stay out of the spray by Navi. So let's go. Let's see what else is going on the map and see if we can figure out what's happening where. Cave is still trying to make it in onto the west side of the military base island out in the water, but we do have brute force right at the top of the hill trying to make sure that that does not happen. Let's see if we can get on top of this bridge and see what's happening on the bridge itself so you guys can see what is happening. We got Team 8 right on down below, Team 12 not too far away. We do have teams coming up and around over at the edge. We got Team 18. I'll go ahead and keep it like that for a second so you guys can see how these teams are trying to get in. Look at Cave. They are now in the blue trying to get onto land, and land has shifted. We are going to the mountain right over towards the west bridge right at the south, and all these teams still have to come on in, and it does look like Team Liquid is coming in and across there, swimming across. And we have Virtuous coming right up in onto the Mad Bulls, and the Mad Bulls trying to stop that from happening. I'll go back to the map so that you can see the rotations once again. And here comes the Mad Bulls coming up and around, scouting it out, trying to figure out where Virtuous Pro are. So let's see what the Mad Bulls are doing. We do have two of them out and about just trying to drive through, trying to get the information. Oh, that nade right on top, and it does get him down to about 5 HP, and they are still pushing up and in as the Virtuous Pros are still trying to get on in. Furia down to about 20 HP as here they come. Orca trying to push up and in, and look at that. Team TQ has, there's two knocks onto the Mad Bull as they are coming up and in. There's only one still standing. That is Rami as they are all pushing right up and in, right over here, trying to get into the glass house where the rest of his team is. The rest of his team down to knocked, and he is down to about 5 HP, and we still have the fights going on as Team Liquid still trying to come in and across, and he is still getting pushed up, coming out with that S12, cannot hold it off that push. And now let's go over to the fight that's on the bridge. We do have Team Liquid right under the bridge, and we do have Arcane coming right up onto the shore. Let's see, we got Brute Force trying to make sure that nobody gets onto land right on over here. So we do have Cave. Cave was able to come in and across. Good morning, do-I? Big fan. All right, so what else is going on? Cave still coming on in. Brute Force right in the middle. We do have Navi pushing their way up onto this top of this ridge right here, but they are not too far away from Team 17. Team 17, Grimace Gaming. Let's go on over to Grimace, see what's happening as they are holding down this compound. Brute Force up on top of this hillside, and we also have Team 18 still trying to push on in, trying to get those shots straight across. Alright, so let's see what's happening at the top of the hill. Our zone did pop again, and this is Center Zone right at the top. But he is not alone. He is right here with Brute Force. Brute Force still holding down the center of zone, and we do have them coming out and around, and one of them does get knocked over here, and they may be able to get to him, but Team 18 is pushing up and around right on the other side of this, and here comes some smokes, here comes some nades, trying to pick up his teammate that is right there on the edge of zone, and there goes one from DMR right over here. Navi still in this fight, still trying to keep DMR from coming off the going right up and over Demerte, down to just a solo now as he is trying to come right on in, right in between Brute Force. Brute Force is able to find him and hold down the top of this 4. We do have Brute Force right here coming up and around, still holding down Center Zone. He's up to 5 eliminations. We have 12 teams still in this as they are coming right up and into zone. We still have Navi near the top. We do have team 4 right over here, which is not Rook, but I'm not sure if this is Arcane. I don't even know, guys. This is one of those mornings. So let's go over to Cave, see what's happening right over here, and see what's happening up on top, because I do see Team 12 Navi right at the top of the hill, just trying to get some of those angles. And we do have 6 teams still in this, so let's go. Let's see what's happening over on this edge. See if we can get some idea of where these teams are coming right up and in. Let's go over to another player of Navi. Let's see what we can see from the top of this hill. Nobody coming in from behind him, but there's the drop right down below behind him. So let's go up and over, see if we can find where the rest of these teams are. Team 16 right down below. We got Team 5 Brute Force coming up and in. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. See if we can see where these teams are coming on in. We still have 5 teams in this. We have Team 4 Navi, Cave, we have Grimace Gaming, and Team 18, which is supposed to be Phantom Lex, but it is NL. Alright, so let's go. Let's see what's happening as we are still moving in and across. So let's go to the top of Cave. Cave is still in zone, so this is your zone, guys. This is your final zone. All these people trying to come on into zone. Scroll on up, see how many of these teams I can get. That is your zone, guys. You could see the center of zone going with the row going right on through. Let's go over to Grimace Gaming, see what's happening. Ooh, as he finds one from Navi right on across, right at the top. Navi right at the top of the hill, still trying to come down and into zone. They do have to come off this hill. Let's go over to Navi, see how they get into zone, because they do have all of Grimace Gaming right down below them. One of them from Grimace is knocked. Does look like they're going to try to pick him up with Navi right at the top, and we are down to the last 4 teams. Navi, Cade, Grimace Gaming, and Team 18. So let's see what Navi is doing now, getting ready to throw those nades up and over, trying to stop that res, but it is a 3v, 2v, 2v1. We do have one solo right on over here, right on the edge of zone. You can see him on the lower right hand corner, trying to come right up over here by Cave, right across the street from Grimace Gaming. Grimace Gaming back up to a 3-man as they're still coming down and in. Cave still right in the middle of zone, and now zone has moved. It has gone across the street to Navi, so Navi is now in zone. Navi is down to just a solo, and it is so, but he gets found by Cave from across the way. So now it is Cave versus Grimace Gaming. Grimace Gaming is still a trio up at the top of this hill, and they are in zone. Cave does have to come down and around across the street to get into the new zone. So let's see if we can figure out how Cave is going to manage that one. I'm not even sure they have any vehicles left. So let's go. Let's see what's happening as they are trying to get across. We'll stick with Keep for a minute because Keep is up to 4 eliminations. Give them some screen time, love, as they do have to go across the street. Getting ready to smoke out the buggy. Get into the buggy and head on over. So here we go, guys. The push right up and across, and he gets instantly taken out of that buggy. So now it is just up to Strict. Strict is the last one still standing. It is a 1v3. Grimace Gaming right there. Oh, Grimace Gaming. Jeez. Oh, let's see. Wrong buttons all morning, guys. Grimace Gaming coming in first, 8 eliminations. Cave coming in second with 6 eliminations. Navi coming in third with 3 eliminations. GG Tap 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. Brute Force Neo, 6 eliminations, 879 damage. And we'll be jumping with Neo when we come right back. Be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to match 2 of the OGC Community Summer Cup. This is stage 1, $3,000 final day 2, and we're going to be jumping with brute force NIDS. So let's go. Let's see what's going to happen next. Let me put the iPad up. Oh, I did it again. It's not in the right spot, boys. Alright, so let's find brute force and we'll jump with him. Find NIDS right here. Here's your last match. Top fragger coming on in. We're getting ready to jump. Right. Getting ready to jump into Miramar. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Things are starting to get better. Spidey starting to figure out where everyone is, where they're supposed to be, not necessarily, but where they are. We are coming in from the east side of the map, pretty central, going across the top of Minas Generalis, just to the south of San Martin, just barely at the edge of El Pozo, and dumping off over to the west side. This is going straight across the center of the map. And let's see where everybody drops this time. Let's go, guys. Alright, so we do have several teams already off the plane. Let's see what we've got going on here while we jump with brute force. We do have Akron coming on down with the Mad Bulls. And then we have the Money Makers not too far away from that. It looks like De Morte going up towards the truck stop, maybe El Azahar area. We have Team Liquid right over here by De Morte. This is not De Morte. Who is this over here? Team 19, Danger Esports. Danger Esports headed to El Azahar, guys. Alright. These names are not exactly where they're supposed to be, so I am doing the best I can. So let's see. We do have 4FS right over here next to TSK, Team Spirit. So let's see what is going on as all these teams are headed down into El Pozo. We have brute force jumping with Lex. So let's see what's going to happen. Phantom Lex right on down, and we already have Rook in a fight. Let's see if we can find where the Rook fight is going on. It must be right on down here. Where is Rook? There they are, right over here with Team Liquid coming right on down. Team Liquid down to just a trio now, right over here at the Hacienda del Patron. Let's go over to El Pozo. I'll go ahead and scroll on up, see if we can figure out where all these teams are coming in. El Pozo, much larger. It takes a few minutes for everyone to come on in. You can see brute force right above Phantom Lex. So let's go. We'll go ahead and keep it like that for a minute so that you guys can see the fights going on right on down. Ooh, Ayala already been able to find one, and Chief is right on in. Let's see what's going on with Chief as he is has the footsteps all right above him, and Rook coming right on down into where he is. He's got a 1v2 situation trying to get those shots with the mini. Oh, and Chief cannot hold him off with that mini. We still have Ayala coming right up and in, right with Mythic on the backside. Mythic is down to about 5 HP. I'm not sure. Oh, Mythic is down to 1 HP now. Ayala right on over here trying to keep him back, and here they come. Rook Esports right up and over the edge of that wall, and Mythic has been knocked, and now it's just up to Ayala, and there goes Team Liquid. Alright, guys, let's go. Let's see what's going on right on down here between the Mad Bulls and the Money Makers. They are really close to each other, but I'm not sure where the Money Makers are coming in. They're coming in right at the top, and we do not see anything going on down below in El Pozo just yet. It does look like they are moving on out. Everybody's still trying to get around, but it does look like Phantom Lex is getting surrounded over here by Team 5 Brute Force. We'll go ahead and keep that right on down. And so Moneymakers finding one of them from the Mad Bulls. So the Mad Bulls now down to just a trio. They know that they are not alone. We got Remy right over here keeping an eye right up onto the full four-man squad across the street and just up the hill. So they are all right over here in Puerto Patricio. And a couple of them from Lex. Looks like they're getting ready to move on out. We do have team coming up and over right on over here. Team 9. So DG coming up and in. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening on the map. We still have, it does look like the Moneymakers are coming around, getting a better angle down onto Puerto Patricio where the Mad Bulls are currently. So we may have another fight coming up. We do have the Mad Bulls. They are very aware now that they've lost one of their teammates that the Moneymakers are right around the outside. Our first zone is from La Cabarria all the way over towards the wall to the west of Monte Nuevo, just to the north of Minas Divide and Leones. We got Minas Generalis and water treatment all right over in here. So let's see. We do have the scout coming in from Team 9. DG. So let's see what's going on with the rest of them. We do have, it does look like they are starting to pull out a little bit from El Pozo. I'll go ahead and keep that up so you guys can see where all the zones, all the rotations are. I can't really scroll in too much, but let's go back down here and see what's going on with the Mad Bulls as the Moneymakers are still right on the outside of them. So I'll scroll in the best I can to keep all these teams right there for you so that you guys can figure out where your teams are. If you have a team that you want to check in, make sure you let me know in the chat and I will try to check in on them. But I do think the Mad Bulls are trying to figure their way out of this puzzle. They are getting surrounded by the Moneymakers. You can see two of them from the Moneymakers right on top, and all the Moneymakers, look at this. If we scroll on in, you can see that the Moneymakers are surrounding them. In any way that they try to come out of Puerto Patricio, they do have it covered. So it should be interesting to see how they do make their way on out. And here we go. The blue is coming in, so they know they have to go ahead and rotate. And so they are getting popped at as they try to move on out, but they are moving right into the Icy Boss. The Icy Boss from the Mad Bulls, or from the Moneymakers right at the top. Let's see what's going on. We'll go right back over here, see what's happening as they are coming right in, ramming down to about 20 HP as they are still trying to take along the shoreline. And the Mad Bulls are right behind, or the Moneymakers are right behind them. So let's go. Let's see what's going on with the rest of the map. At the moment, we may have a fight up here with the Rook Esports right over here with DE. But for the now, I do think that the Mad Bulls are going to be able to get out of this and get into zone. The Moneymakers are all moving up into zone. And let's see, DMR getting pretty close to DE. Let's see what's going on over here with DE. Team 19 Danger Esports taking their shots over at Rook as Rook tries to get down and around, trying to get into zone, because we are right on the edge of zone, and we do have DMR coming up right behind him, and we have a clash going on right over at this edge. We have several teams coming up and in. We are on Virtuous Pro. They are right over here by 4FS, and one from Rook has made it all the way up and over here, trying to get some ideas on where the rest of his team can make it. And our zone is getting ready to pop. We still have the Moneymakers and the Mad Bulls outside of zone. We have DMR coming in as well from the northeast. So everybody is coming in. And we have just seconds, 0 seconds now before the next zone. And we have a pretty central zone. We are still going from Hacienda del Patron, El Pozo, all the way down just to the north of Chumacera. So Rook coming on into the power grid and with no one else around, so they should be able to find that spot. And let's go over here, check out what DG is doing. It looks, oh, I saw a car upside down as Virtuous Pro right across the street. Look at this, their vehicles coming on in. We are very close to a couple of fights right on over here. Ooh, here comes Virtuous Pro coming right up and over the top of that. Let me scroll on in. The Money Makers and the Mad Bulls still coming in from Puerto Mauricio. And this Nay going up and over, trying to get the shots onto Virtuous Pro. So let's see if we can get on over to Virtuous Pro, see where they are, because they are all spread out. They are all four of them just on different, ooh, just able to get out of that just in time. And here's the Milky Way trying to come up and around, getting over into zone, just finding their spot, giving DG a little bit extra space. But one of them from Brute Force getting knocked from Team 10 right across the way. Team 10 up on that hillside. Let's see. Team 10 is Lex. So let's go over to Lex, see what's happening with Phantom Lex. Still coming out of El Pozo. You know, these two teams were in El Pozo from the start. And let's check in on Brute Force. And we did lose one from Brute Force. So now Brute Force coming in to the next zone as a trio. And now Navi right up here with Danger Esports in the fight. Let's see what's happening as they are coming up and around. We do have Navi trying to get some knocks right on over. Two of them from Navi have been knocked. Let's see, Navi is down to one solo player and he is not there, but look down below, you can see another Team DMR coming right up and in, trying to get into the third party as Danger Esports right on down below does clean up the rest of those. One of them from Navi, the solo is able to get on out of there, but DMR still at the top of the hill, still trying to get those angles. We still have Mad Bulls and the Money Makers out in the blue coming into zone, and we still have 21 seconds until our next zone. So let's go over to Navi because he is still getting shot at. He is still right above it. His buggy has seen better days, and we got Danger Esports and DMR now in this fight right down below. And look at this, we got Danger Esports keeping an eye up the hill onto DMR as DMR coming on in their Merte. So let's see what's happening right up above, trying to get those better angles, trying to get the right down the top of this hill. So let's see what else is happening. We do have Team Spirit not too far away from 4FS. Here comes the Mad Bulls out of zone, out of the blue zone, and the Money Makers. They are both still coming into zone. Haven't quite made it yet, but they are on their way. So let's go. Let's see what we should go with. Let's see. Brute Force may end up right over here, right next. Oh, he is running across the map. You got a feel for him, guys. Miramar is not the map to run across, and he is still right over here next to three of them from Phantom Lex. And here comes Virtuous Pro, still coming out and around the outside of zone, just watching for anyone coming into late to zone. So they are just trying to make sure that nobody gets an easy way into the zone. Alright, what else is happening? Let's go on over to Team Spirit, see what's going on right over here. Is they're right on top of Team 7, the 4FS. So let's see. Ooh, coming on down the hard way, guys, or the fast way, whichever. Ooh, right up here we got Brute Force right on top of one of them. Look at this, Brute Force watching. And there goes the Milky Way from Virtuous Pro, getting ready to get back in. We are at the church at the top of El Pozo. And we do know that we have Milky Way letting his team know that there are people at the top of the hill. So, ooh, Navi just got found, and I'm not sure who that was by. Maybe this one from over here. And yes, he does have an elimination, so he's able to find that solo. And let's go. We still have 12 12 teams in this, and we are going over to San Martin, Power Grid, and just the hills to the north of Picado. So we might end up in a fight right over here. Let's check in on Team Spirit, still right here on top of Team 7 for FS right at the top. Look at that, Broken at the top of that hill. Let's see what's going on with Broken. Is Broken may end up seeing him. Look at this, right on top of him. Broken just saw him right there in front of him. Broken sees those toes and is able to get Snow. So now Snow has been knocked. So let's see. Nomi, not Snow. Sorry guys, it was too quick. And now here comes the rest of Team Spirit coming up and around. We do have one taking the shots. We got Naomi right across the way trying to get the shots up onto Team 7. Team 7 4FS. So let's see. We do have the Mad Bulls not too far away as well. The Mad Bulls also trying to come on into zone right over at this edge. And there goes Nomi. So Nomi has been taken down and out, but they are still not too far away from the Mad Bulls. We also have Arc right at the top of this, trying to get the shots down on the Team 22. Team Spirit driving out and around, trying to get on out of the way. So now let's see what else is happening as we scroll on in. And let's check in on Team Spirit right across over here, as here comes the Mad Bulls right across in front of them. They did lose one of their vehicles, but let's go with the Mad Bulls, see what's happening as the Mad Bulls are coming across the wide open plains by Power Grid and still trying to head on in. We do have a couple of teams really close to each other's center zone, but let's check in on Virtuous Pro, as Virtuous Pro is coming right up and on to the third party, where 4FS just was on the other side with Team Spirit. And now 4FS on the back side of this hilltop from Furia. Furia trying to get those shots over onto Airborne. Airborne does spin out, is able to get on out of the way of that. Let's check in on Airborne. Oh, Airborne does get knocked on out of there. So we still broken up at the top, getting some of that loot. Let's go back over here, see what's happening as the Virtuous Pro are trying to come on into zone. Let's see what's going on with Mimado coming right, going out the other way, trying to get on out of there. So let's see, Brute Force in another fight right on over here. Let's see what's going on with Brute Force. We're down to just a solo. Scroll on in a little more so you guys can see what's happening right on down here. Brute Force still trying to throw those smokes, trying to get over to his teammate as the rest of them are taking the shots from the top of the hill. Here comes Team 19 Danger Esports right on the outside, taking those shots, and now, oh, Brute Force getting taken down and out by Danger Esports at the top. And let's go over here, see what's happening with Team 9 DG trying to come right up and in onto Team 10, which is Lex. Let's go over to Lex, see what's happening right on over here. One of them does get knocked as they're coming up to the top, and another one gets knocked, and here comes Papa Blue coming up and around. Now Ego is the last one, still standing right across the way from DG. He could see DG just on that edge right over on the other side, trying to get over to his teammates. So let's see what's going on with DG. DG is also a solo right over here. He is going to be able to get one of them picked up way out of zone. And look at the hard shift to the west, guys. Everybody's got to go over to the Power Grid and the fields to the north. And here comes a nade right up and over onto where Lex Ego is trying to get out of that dip. So let's see what's going on with Lex Ego. He does have one more from his teammate right there, but oh, can he get down and around? He is right on the edge of zone as the blue is right there with the nades coming up and around from a DG. DG still coming up, and let's see what's going on. It does look like we're gonna lose another one from Lex, and Lex Ego still trying to get away from the duo from DG as they're coming up right behind him. Let's check out what's happening with the rest of the zone as Lex Ego trying trying to stay in this map, does have to get down and out of there. DMR taking those shots from way across the way, trying to gatekeep anyone from coming on in. Lex getting shot at no matter what he does, but I think Eagle may be able to get down and around using the terrain to his advantage, but DG is coming in the vehicle right behind him, and Lex is headed straight over towards Virtuous Pro. He knows that Virtuous Pro does see Team 9 DG, which are trying to hunt down Lex and trying to get Ego for lunch. Alright guys, there you go. There's your rotations as they are still coming on in, and Ego is still in this. He is still coming right up and in, right on top of Virtuous Pro, but he is right on the edge of zone. Let's see what's going on with Danger Esports coming right in, right next to DMR. DMR straight across. We got Foopsman right over there in that smoke. Let's check out what the Foopsman is doing. Trying to get those shots down onto Team 19. Team 19, Danger Esports trying to get on into zone. And look at this. We still have that right across the way. So he does get found and taken out as he is trying to get down towards his teammate. And we still have from the top of the hill, Treasley, gets found. And so now it is just up to Night. No, it is not. It is up to Waz right on over here. He does have Team 8 still crawling around him. Several of them, trying to get, here comes Team 20. Rook coming up and gets him down to 1 HP and finishes him off. So now DMR still a solo, but did make it, did not make it out of that. Alright guys, so let's go. Let's see what else is happening. And we got Milky Way coming in right here behind. 4FS is trying to get into the zone. And look at this, we still have 8 teams right here, and Milky Way right across from Team 7, 4FS right next to each other. Woo! Using that S12 to finish that off. We still have 7 teams in this. We still have Rook. We still have Lex. We still have the Mad Bulls, the Money Makers, Arcane. We got Team Spirit and Virtuous Pro right on over here. Let's go over here to Arcane, who are trying to get into zone right across the way. Still working their way in and through. So let's go. Let's see what's going to happen next. As here comes the rest of the Money Makers. The Money Makers trying to push up into Arc trying to stay down and out of the way. Let's check in on the Money Makers coming up and in. They do have 3 of them knocked from. And there goes. There it goes. There goes Team 4. So no, we are still over here with the Mad Bulls and Team Spirit. But the Money Makers coming in on top of that with 5 eliminations. Look at that, right next to Team Spirit. Team Spirit right on that edge, right there, trying to hold down their spot in the power grid, going in reverse. The power grid getting smaller by the minute. All right, what else is happening over here, guys? Let's go over to the Mad Bulls. The Mad Bulls duo trying to hold off Team 20. Acrid is there trying to get into zone up towards the north, but they are now coming straight in onto Virtuous Pro. So now let's go over to Rook and see what Rook is doing. Rook, Killer Joe down to about, down on his knees. And so now we got one more still standing for Rook as he is trying to get in and around right next to the Virtuous Pro. The Virtuous Pros are taking those shots right across at him. We have 5 teams left. Virtuous Pros, Moneymaker, Mad Bull, Rook, and Team Spirit. The top fragger at the moment is Rook right over here. And let's see what's happening as they're all trying to push right on into zone. Let me see if I can get the sky view of where all these teams are coming right up and in. You can see Team 6 pushing right up and in onto Rook right on over here. And we still have Virtuous Pros coming in from the other side. So Rook down to just a solo now. And we still have 4 teams in this. And Rook 3 teams going out in 4th place. We still have Virtuous Pros, the Monday Makers, and Team Spirit all trying to get into the zone, and they are all coming right up in onto the print shop. Right here you can see in the mini map at the upper right where they are all right here on top of the print shop, still trying to make their way on in. We have Team 22 coming in from the east side and Virtuous Pro in from the left at the west side. And now we are down to the last 2 teams. We have the Virtuous Pros right over here next to Team Spirit on the west side. East side. Team Spirit coming in on the back side, cleaning out the moneymaker out of the print shop. All right, so here they come. We got Furia crawling up and in. We got the smoke nades going off, making sure that all the sight lines are covered. Good morning, sunshine. And it is now a 3v3, guys. Let's see, where are the other ones? Here's one way in the back and one over at the drop. But here is your zone. So we'll stick right here, see what's going on, as we do have one of them from Team Spirit coming out and around the outside. Let's see, look at this. He is right on over here trying to keep an eye on where everyone is. And we also have Orca way over here also trying to come on in. Does he know that? Oh, he just saw him right there. And he does take down one from this Team Spirit on this crazy off angle. And now Team Spirit is down to just a solo, I believe. Yes, it is a fact. A fact is the last one still standing against all 3 of them from Virtuous Pros. And he's trying to get... Oh! And there it goes, the nade, finishing that off. Virtuous Pro coming in first with 12 eliminations. Team Spirit coming in second with 2 eliminations. And the Money Makers coming in third with 7 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 and 14. Going all out. Virtuous Pro. We have Furia, 5 eliminations, 598 damage. We'll be jumping with Furia when we come right back for match 3. Be right back, guys. Hello everyone and welcome back. Virtuous Pro coming in first at this point, going into the next match with 58 total points. NLO coming in with 45 and Rook Esports also at 45. There are your scores at the moment. And we are headed into Erangel, our third match of today. This time we're going to be jumping with Furia. So let's go over to Virtuous Pro, find Furia, and jump with him headed into our third match. And we are already on him. How about that, boys? There we go. Let's put this up so you guys can see the stream. See the map. Ooh, the drop spots. There we go. Alright guys, here we go. We are going from just the north of Georgia Pole Bay down across the map, across Georgia Pole Grates, across GACA, across Ferry Pier, and military base. And I need some more coffee. It is way too early in the morning for my mouth to be working. Alright, let's see where everyone goes. We should have some teams down in the Georgia Pole area, right below the flight path. And then we do have DMR going off to Severny. We have Alfie coming out and through, and Virtuous Pro, our leaders, headed on down towards, I'm not sure if that's Ruins to the car wash. I'm not sure where they're headed. Oh, let's go, guys. Alright, so coming down towards the cube, towards the car wash, getting ready to get a vehicle, and they are down. So let's see, they are down by themselves, but they do have a couple of teams not too far away from each other. And let's see, we do have a couple of teams headed down towards the Ferry Pier, Primorsk area. We have Cave right on top of the, should be the Money Mikas. We have Grimace Gaming right over here next to Brute Force. Both teams headed over towards the military base, and we do have two teams headed over towards the school area. We do have DG right over here next to Acrid. And let's see what's going on with Team 9. DG is they are coming right on into the school, but they do have that full team right there behind them and trying to get into the pool area, trying to come on in, picking up that Scar. And look at this, and here they come, and right down below, this is our gang coming out and around trying to get out through. We got the bad boy at the top. Let's see what's going on with this map. So our first zone is going all the way down to the military base and above. And we do see that Virtuous Pro was able to get one of the vehicles headed over to Yasnaya outside of zone. We'll go ahead and see what's happening way up here with Alfie, because Alfie is right down here in the shooting range with another team. Let's see, is this Team 8 DMR? They are all coming up and around the outside of the shooting range. We do have Alfie right down below. I'll go ahead and keep that up for just a minute. We did lose one down in here from Arcs. Let's check in on what the fragger is doing, as here comes all of DG coming up and in. So let's see, DG is still a full 4-man team, and Able was able to get one of those eliminations. So let's see what's happening right on over here. Everybody trying to get their own spot into the school. So let's check the map really quick, see what's happening. We do have this fight right down below with DMR and Alfie, and it does look like Alfie is trying to hold them off as they're coming up and around. Look at this, we do have two of them knocked, and so now it does look like Eugene is right there with Cloud. Cloud, I think, just got knocked, and let's see what is going on with Stepbro. Stepbro trying to come in from the top of this, trying to get over to his teammate, and we have Sandra coming, coming right up and in. Eugene right over here, the last one still standing, and there it is for DMR. So Alfie finishing that off. down to just a duo now. So we still have this fight over here in school. And let's see what's happening right on down below. We still have Fragger at the top of the stair. We've got the bad boy on the roof. Look at this, trying to hold these angles through the smoke, waiting for him to come on out. We got the bad boy over here, and let's see the hard boy right on this edge, holding that hard angle, boys. And let's check at the Fragger. The Fragger's still holding down the staircase, getting ready to throw some more smokes. Good morning, Sue Lee. Oh, there goes the bad boys as the Fragger comes out around, and there it is. DG finishing off Arcane. And we got a little bit of emote action going on. Let's see what else is happening. Everybody else pretty far apart from each other, but I do see that Lex is getting really close right on over here on the golf course right next to Danger Esports. Danger Esports right over in the ruins. You can see them as they are starting to come out of the ruins. They are rotating down and through right in front of Phantom Lex. So let's see what's happening right on over here. It does look like Phantom Lex is trying to get the angles all covered for the team that is down here in, look at this, coming right up and around. They're trying to figure out where they all are as they're trying to rotate out to the west side right underneath Lex, and Lex at the top. Oh, and tonight gets taken down and out. So now we still have a couple of them from Team 19 trying to push up onto this edge as all of Phantom Lex is coming up and across the top of this. And let's see what's going on with Ego. Ego is down to about half health, still throwing all those nades, trying to get the nades up and over, still trying to get those nades right on top of DE, Danger Esports. So let's head over to Danger Esports and find out what they are doing right on over here. We got the Banana. Hello, Chic Banana. Headed right up and into the ruins, still trying to get on back. And let's see, Wazdu still coming on in, and we can see that we got all of Lex coming up and around on the 3 different angles, and we've got the water at the back, and Danger Esports still trying to hold them off as they're still trying to get up and over the top of this, still trying to get those angles. Oh, maybe Sunshine, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling after this is over. Alright, so DE still, Danger, still trying to get in and through. Let's check in on the Senator. The Senator still trying to get those angles up and over. We have a fight with Team Spirit right on down in the middle. Let's see what's going on with Team Spirit. Team Spirit right over here in the West Farm area with Team 7. Team Spirit is down in this compound, and we have 4FS in the compound right next door to it. So look at Lex coming in from the different angles. We do have one that is pulling right up and in. Let's see which one is it that is right downtown. It is not Lex. Let's see, who is it? Is it Alex? Alex coming right up and in, right behind the Senator. Gets the Senator down to about 20 HP with that nade. Watching him run right in and across. Lex on the push. Here comes the push right on through. Ego gets knocked. Where's Verdict? Right over here. Trying to get the shots up the hill. And we do have another one knocked for DE Chic Banana. Banana is the last one still standing for the Danger Esports. Still has all 4 of them from Phantom Lex right down below in the ruins as they are trying to get on through. And we still have this fight down below in the farm, the West Farm right over here with Team Spirit and 4FS right in the same house. So let's see if we can see what's happening right on over here at the house. See what is happening inside the house. We are down to just a duo for Team Spirit, and we do have right above us a duo for 4FS. Yes, and here they come, coming up those steps, and Broken getting ready to throw some more smokes right up and over. And there goes Chic Banana way up in ruins. Ooh, that day going right off in front, and Broken and Team Spirit still trying to push up through the stairs. Ooh, and Broken is able to get some damage down onto to effect down to about 5 HP. Back up into health though. We still have the teams that are rotating. We still have the military base in play, and we also have the main island up by the farm area, and we have another fight going off right on down here with Grimace Gaming down to just a duo, as Brute Force is coming on in, as well as Virtuous Pro in first place at the moment, coming up and around. Here is the last match, Top Fragger, still trying to push up and in onto Grimace Gaming in this fight with Brute Force. Let's check in on Brute Force. We do have one knocked, and look at this. We're trying to keep an eye on Virtuous Pro. Milky Way right over there in the water. Let's check in on Neds. Neds is out and around. He was the first match Top Fragger, and he is coming in right at the top, trying to spray him down. Look at that. Virtuous Pro on the outside, trying to rotate, getting out of his spray. Virtuous Pro still a full 4-man team, pulling back just a little bit while this fight is still going off. We got Moxie here for Grimace Gaming, the last solo player, as look at this, Virtuous Pro going out and around, as Brute Force is paying more attention to the Virtuous Pro. Oh, he's down to 1 HP. And he does get found by Virtuous Pro. Orca from way across the way. Let's see what Orca is doing. Orca trying to get over to Furia. Our last match Top Fragger has been knocked. And now we do have NLO Team 18 coming right up and in. So let's see what's going on with that. Where are they coming in? They are all right here, guys, because Zone is still getting really close. There goes Team Spirit. F4FS winning that. Lex coming on in. Cave coming in. We still have several teams still trying to get on in. And Moxie might live through this as Brute Force looks over towards Virtuous Pro. And look at this. One of them, I think this is Ned. Yes, it is. Ned's been knocked up at the top, and Brute Force is coming right on up to go ahead and pick him up. We got buggies flying over our heads, boys, and they are still coming up and in, and let's see what's going on. We did lose Ned, and Milky Way still trying to get on down and around. Let's see what's going on right on over here. Malloy trying to throw those nades up and over the edge of this. And let's see, Milky Way still coming down and around. Low! Right out of the vehicle. Sprayed him right out of the vehicle. Brute Force down to just the duo now. Right on over here. And let's see what this duo can do against the push by Virtuous Pro. Milky Way getting into position at the very southern tip. So let's see what's going on with the Milky Way. See what he is doing right on over here. He is just collecting all the information on the team, trying to let the rest of his team know where. Oh, Nate going off, moving that vehicle right on out of the way. So let's see, Fury, back onto his feet, coming right up to the gas station. Knows that Brute Force just down to a duo. Oh, Brute Force just got knocked. So now Brute Force down to just a solo. So now it's just Fryer right on over here with all 4 of them pushing up and in. And Virtuous Pro finishing that off with 7 eliminations going into this next zone. The zone getting ready to pop. We still have the river separating these two zones. Oh, look at this. The river is still in play. We still have a little bit of military base and farm Milta area over on the East Bridge. All the East Bridge in zone, and all these teams do have to come on in. We still have 10 teams coming into zone. Let's check in on Team 15 coming on in X-Force. I'm not sure if this is X-Force or not. You guys already know. Alright, so KST coming on into zone over here by the shark fin, just passing by the docks, and let's see what's going on at the shark fin. We just watched that crazy three-way fight, and we still have Moxie over here. Moxie now in the water, just going ahead and gonna hang out in the water right over here. Let's see what for PFS coming into zone right in between Team 18 and smashing into Team 20. And Team 20 finishing that off right on over here. Team 20, Rook Esports, stopping them from coming into this compound. And so now we still have all these teams right around the outside of them. Everyone is trying to get into a spot where there's actually land beneath their feet. We still have Lex up in Pachinki that needs to come in from the edge of zone. And all the rest of the teams coming on in. Look at that. Team 14 in a fight with Virtuous Pro right on over here. Step Bro across the street, not able to help the rest of his team. Now a solo as Virtuous Pro push their way right on into this compound. Up to 8 eliminations now. Gotta go over and pick up their teammates, as Milky Way has been knocked and right across from the solo from Team 14, and we still have all these teams that are pushing into the zone. We still have Cave coming in and Lex coming in. We still have Grimace Gaming Moxie out in the water. Let's go over to Rook, who is in center zone right over here and trying to hold off all the other angles as everyone gets coming right up in. Let's see if we can get some bird's eye view of what's going on right over by the gas station, by the East Bridge. See if we can see what is happening. We do have Virtuous Pro right on down below, and we can't see enough of that, so we'll go back over here and go ahead and scroll in. You can see that Lex is coming in from Potato Hill, but we'll go ahead and scroll on in as much as we can so you can see where these pros are coming in next to zone. They have 43 seconds until the next zone pops. And we still have, look at this, Step Pro right on the outside of Virtuous Pro. So Lex still coming in way from the north. And let's go over here and see what is going on with NLO. Still right over at the farm, just holding down the farm as Cave is starting to move on in. We have 16 seconds before our next zone pops, and we still have all these teams right on over here by the bridge, by the shark fin, by the docks, and we have Moxie across the river all to themselves, not too worried about where zone pops. And the zone pops right on over towards the gas station farm area. So Moxie now has to swim right back across. The shark fin is in play though, and we still have Lex the solo way up here, just in zone. I'm not sure what Lex is doing way over there, but we did get one knock from NLO right across the way, and I think that was by Cave coming up and over the top of the hill. And here comes the push by Cave right on into NLO. NLO right over here trying to hold him off. His teammate Nan has been knocked, and I'm not sure he is the only one over here by himself, so he is not going to be able to be picked back up. He does have two of his teammates right across the street, but they are right next door to Rook, and Rook is keeping an eye on every angle. We do have Team 15 coming up and in still right at the shark's fin, right on the edge, and look at Milky Way. Oh, Moxie is in a vehicle getting ready to come across this bridge. I'm not sure what Moxie is thinking, but here they come, and here comes Furia. Furia and Milky Way from Virtuous Pro right in front of Moxie. Moxie is the only one left from Grimace Gaming, and game right on into Virtuous Pro, and Moxie trying to get on out of there, has made it so far, now going under the water, under the bridge, and trying to get his way over into zone. So now let's go on over here to the step bro. Let's go up and see if we can get some better idea where all these players are now, because the zone is closing on in. Let's see if we can see where everyone is. It's still not quite enough to get a good angle, so I'll keep that up for a few more minutes so that you guys can see where these teams rotate and where they come on in. So let's see what's going to happen with Moxie as Moxie gets right over to the edge. Virtuous Pro knows that there is a solo swimmer right underneath them. We do see Furia up at the top trying to get those angles right on down below, right on the edge of blue, and here comes blue. They do have to get on out of that blue. Our zone's getting ready to pop in another 10 seconds, and look at that. Moxie was able to swim right underneath Furia's nose, but Moxie's not going to be able to get out of this zone. Let's see what's going on with Moxie. Moxie using all the cliffs, being a goat, headed on over. And look at zone. We still have the row going right through the middle of it. We still have Furia right at the top. Furia knows that he is right down there. Look at this. So, what a nade by Furia. Right on top of him. Virtuous Bro up to 9 eliminations and still 22 players in this lobby. And look at the step bro. The step bro right on over here trying to get those shots on over. Let's see, who is he taking the shots at? As here comes Virtuous Pro right up and into his compound. He's just trying to hold the compound just on the edge of zone. And we have 1 minute left. And here comes all of Virtuous Pro right up and around. Let's see what the step bro can do, trying to get away from the rest of that team. All right, let's see what else is happening. It does look like one of them from Rook has been knocked, and one of them from KST has been knocked. We still have all of DG on the outside of zone, and Came on the outside of zone as well. So they are all trying to come on in. Let's check in on Medora. Looks like Medora trying to get on over, trying to pick up their teammate. Should be able to get this res off unless Virtuous Pro does come up and into zone. And let's go. It looks like Milky Way still on the backside of Alfie. We got Step Bro still right there hanging on out. And DG trying to get on into zone. DG right on the top of both Step Bro and Milky Way from Virtuous Pro. Both of them down in that compound. Oh, and now Team 16 Cave has found him from across the way. Let's see what's going on with Cave. Cave is right over here, taking those shots straight across, trying to keep them from getting into zone and trying to keep the zone clear from behind and in front of them. And let's go. Let's see what else is happening as everybody is moving right up and in. We still have 7 teams in this, and NLO right over here watching all of Cave pushing right in and across, right up to the ridge, right across the street, trying to stay down from NLO and Rook. Rook is still right across the street, also taking those shots and trying to keep KST from coming right up and in. So let's see what KST was able to get their teammate picked back up. They are back up to a full 4-man team. Let's see if I can get a bird's eye view of this action now. Let's see what's happening. We do have right on the edge of zone, you can see that not only is Rook in zone, but so is NLO. And that is about it. So these teams still have to push on in. We'll go ahead and keep it like that for a minute, because that is your zone right there in the wide open space. So let's go back on over and see what Furia is doing Virtuous Pro down to just a duo, watching as KST running across the wide open space right on over here, but it does look like Furia was just pushed up on by Team 9. Team 9 coming up and around VG. Furia coming out and around. Furia is down to about 5 HP. And he is the last one still standing as Team 9. DG is pushing up into this compound. NLO is still right across the way. Let's see what NG is doing. Oh, DG is down to just one solo player. And he is trying to get on out of there at the same time. And everybody coming right up and into this compound where Rook is. You can see KST pushing up onto Rook. You can see NLO just pushed up onto Cape. And we still have 4 teams in this. So let's go over to Rook and see what's happening as Rook is down to just a duo now. And they are still getting pushed up on by Team 15. Team 15 trying to get in through the windows right in front of Rook. Killer trying to get those shots. And KST winning that one. So now let's go. Let's see. We are down to the last 3 teams. We still have the one from DG coming in and across the street just underneath NLO. NLO has been blessed by zone. So the zone is coming right on over towards this area. We do have DG in zone, and KST does have to come across this wide open field into NLO compound. So we do have a 4v2v1 in the solo right there behind that tree. I don't think NLO has any idea that there's a solo right there, just letting the game play out. Look at this. He is watching KST and NLO right above him, and he is right on the edge of zone. And KST getting it all together, getting healed back up, look at this. Most of them really need some boost to get onto the next fight. They're right on the edge of zone. They have 26 seconds. Now it looks like they are getting ready to move into zone now. And they may just see that solo right there. That solo is still just holding it down and looking right when we switched over to him. So now NLO down to just a solo, getting ready to throw those nades up and over. Oh, and now he knows that DG is over there now. And here comes the push by KST. The smoke walls all coming out and around as here they come right up and in onto NLO as DG goes out and behind the back of KST, coming right in through KST's smoke wall, trying to get over to zone. We are still right here, and KST is down to just a trio now. And now let's see what's going to happen. DG down to about 5 HP. Still trying to crawl right up and in. Does have this S12 down to about 5 HP, and all of KST right in front of him. Still trying to hold him off. KST, a 3-man, gets him with that nade. And there you have it, coming in first. KST with 6 eliminations. DG coming in second with 9 eliminations. Sorry, guys. And NLO coming in third with 6 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. Furia for Virtuous Pro. One more time, back-to-back VIPs, 6 eliminations, 674 damage. We'll be jumping with Furia when we come right back. Be right back.
up. Told myself to push and never stop. I've been stressed out, watching both these hands around the clock. With my eyes wide, trying to get the panorama shot. Whole world getting blurry to me, answers getting lost. So I watch my back and keep it moving to the front. And remember that the world's yours, do it how you want. You've been waiting here for too long, think it's time for you to move on. Realize that there's real lies in these real times, so be strong.
I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. You know I've been waiting, 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 waiting. But will you wait for me?
My whole life I'm forever grinding, waiting for my time to shine just like a diamond. When life is rough and I ain't with that funny stuff, I use it all as motivation, but it's hard to have the patience. Watching time fly by might be the hardest thing I have to do in life. Frustrated that I ain't where I want to be yet, but I know that I'ma make it if I chase that check. Yes.
Cause I done seen the time go by for too many years now when the stars were aligned. Cause I done seen the time go by. Yeah, I done seen the time go
I've
by.
been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. You know I've been waiting, 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 you know I've been waiting. But will you wait for me?
Hello everyone, going into match 4 of today. Virtuous Pro moving ahead with 72 total points. NLO moving up into second with 56. And DG coming in third with 51, right with Rook at 51 total eliminations. And for the second time in a row, we're going to be jumping with Virtuous Pro Furia. 6 eliminations, 674 damage. There we go. There is Furia. And let's put the whoops, I did it again. This is one of those days. How's the new mode? Do you like it, son? I haven't even gotten to play it yet. I haven't slowed down long enough to actually open the game to play. Hopefully soon I'll get to try it. I've been watching a lot of people do it, but I haven't had the chance. We'll see. We shall see. I haven't played it yet. Oh, I haven't played it yet either, son. I don't know any of it. All right, guys, here we go. Coming into our fourth our second Miramar match, fourth of today, coming up from the southern farms of Las Leon, going across the top of Minas Generalis, truck stop just to the east or west of El Azahar and into Camp Militar. Going through Terra Branca. I am having a rough morning with my north, south, east, west. I just made another cup of coffee, so maybe that'll wake me up, guys. We do have 3 teams headed down towards the very southern tip of the flight path. We have Cave jumping with Grimace Gaming, and we have Team Spirit not too far away. We do have the Mad Bulls headed down to Border Parisio, and KST not too far away from them. And we are still jumping with Furia for Virtuous Pro, and they are headed straight down on top of KST. KST right down below them. It does look like Furia trying to get over to that vehicle, but maybe headed to that house instead. He is keeping an eye on KST, knows that there's another team right there next to him, getting ready to grab some of the loot out of this compound. Alright guys, let's check the rest of the map. We do have 2 or 3 teams right up here towards Cruz Divide. We do have, let's see, the Money Makers headed all the way up to the north by Toramunda, Camp Militar. We have NLO headed to Terra Branca. So we have all these teams right over here, but Furia is right here on top of KST. Our first zone is popped, and we are going all the way to the northeast of this zone. Let's go. Let's see what else is happening. It does look like Furia is going to be able to make it away from KST, but let's see, where is the rest of his team? It looks like the rest of his team trying to move on out on the scooter, boys, on the scooter. We do have half the teams in zone and the other half the teams to the south. So everyone, Rook and Team Liquid right up here in a fight. So let's see what's going on with Team Rook. We are at the Hacienda del Patron. We still have, I saw Cardozan right on the outside, Cardozan right at the top. So we do have Team Liquid right on top of, Rook right on over here. There goes Ayala. We lost Mythic, and Cardozan gets knocked. So now it's just up to Chief. Chief is trying to get those shots with that Tommy gun right over onto Rook. Rook right on the backside of this, still trying to come up and around. Chief is able to get one elimination, does finish him off, and is trying to hold it down as they are coming up and in with the, and there goes Team Liquid. We got Alfie from across the way trying to get that third party right on top of Rook and Team Liquid. Team Liquid going out in last place, boys. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. We do have all of Alfie all right up and around in San Martin by Rook over in the Hacienda. We have the Money Makers not too far away from Nave. So let's go up here and see what's going on with the Money Makers coming on in. All 4 of them in that truck. And it looks like they're still looking for, I don't know, Sam. I don't know. They just aren't pushing my stream, I guess. Alright, so let's see what's going on with the rest of this map. We do have Brute Force not too far away from our current leaders, Virtuous Pro. Let's see, where is Virtuous Pro? Ooh, there we go. Virtuous Pro, not too... does look like they're headed over and away from Virtuous Pro. Still on the scooter, boys. Still on the scooter. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening. We still have all these teams right down here along the east edge of the map, and we Team Spirit about ready to get pulled up on by the Scooter Twins. So the scooter is coming up and over. You can see the scooter right on that edge, and they gets blasted out by the scooter. All right, so now the scooter's still coming up and over, trying to get over to the to the vehicle right on in there. And oh, there goes some more scooters going in across. So let's go. Let's see what's happening as they come out and around, trying to get the elimination right on over here onto Team Spirit. Is able to make it over all the way to get the new vehicle, and we are right to the north of the Church of Chumisera. We still have Cave down in Via Del Mar. We have Team Spirit, now a trio over in Chumisera, and we do have the Mad Bulls and Grimace Gaming there right over here by KST. And let's go. Let's check out this crazy eastern edge of the map. Let's see what's going on with the Mad Bulls. The Mad Bulls just to the south of Grimace Gaming. Grimace Gaming Moxie. We watched him try to make it across the bridge over in that last Erangel match. Let's see if he can stop the Mad Bulls from rushing on through it. It does look like KST is gonna miss. Acrid coming right up and into to the west of Impala. So let's see what is going on. Brute Force going all the way right through Rook Esports. So let's go over here, see if he can go through. Oh, I see that Mad Bulls are getting really close now. Let's check in on what is Toluca doing right on next to where we are lagging, boys. We are lagging hard. Alright, so let's see what's going on. It does look like Grimace Gaming is staying where they are. We still have Cave coming in. We have Virtuous Pro coming in. Team Spirit coming in. The Money Makers coming on in. But the rest of the teams are pretty much in zone. And we do have Brute Force on a pretty significant split right over here with Team 20 right in the middle of them, and that is Rook going right on past. Rook driving right on through as Ned trying to get those shots, and look at Brute Force still pulling up and in. And let's go over and check in on Rook. Rook still a 3-man, but doing just fine. Everybody just a little chewed up, but getting ready to move on out. Moving on further right into Alfie territory. Alfie is right on north of them. Look at that. You can see that they are headed straight at him. And there goes the vehicle. But now these two are just in. Oh no. They gets knocked. And so now Rook is down to just a duo trying to find their spot inside of zone. Just barely making it. Should be able to get up to this compound. There's no one here. And then they can take a minute to breathe. Our zone is getting ready to shrink again. We still have Cave, and Cave may end up right in the middle of Virtuous Pro. So let's see. Virtuous Pro coming, getting Cave strict, coming right at him, and we are still lagging. Let's get on over here as Furia, the last 2 matches, top fragger, getting ready to see Cave coming right up on the other side of this. Let's see where Cave is. If Cave is going to go, no, Cave is going just to the east of this route, so they are not going to end up in Virtuous Pro. But our zone is a donut zone. We are still going all the way to the north, to the wall, around water treatment. We do have a bit of truck stop in here, and all the way we do have quite a bit of Camp Militar as well. Let's see what Rook is doing right on over here. Right in center zone, right in the middle of all these teams that we coming right up onto Danger Esports with Brute Force right behind them. Danger Esports, all 4 of them right there on top of them. Look at this, and they are still going out and around, trying to come into El Azahar, coming right on into the garage and finding a home in El Azahar right down below where Danger Esports is up at the top. And Danger Esports must have heard all that, but Brute Force is now coming up on top of Danger Esports. Danger Esports right on down below. Look at this, and Brute Force has pulled up and right over here getting ready to throw those nades up and on top of that roof where DE is. Let's see what's going on with DE. We did get the Senator knocked, and we got the banana eating some nades right in his face, and Molly's to his left. And here comes Brute Force with some more mollies coming right up and onto him. The banana gets knocked to it. And now we got Waztu coming right up and in. And it is just a 2v4 against Brute Force. And now there goes Danger Esports. Brute Force does lose one, but they did pick up 4 eliminations as Navi off in the background also trying to get those shots. And the third party's right in and across. We still have all these teams that are trying to get on over to zone. A lot of teams out in the blue. You can see all these teams in the blue zone at the moment. Alright guys, let's see what else is going on. Let's not miss any of these fights. Let's get back to the action. We still have Brute Force right over here in front of Navi. It does look like Brute Force is moving up and around. And we do have Rook not too far away as well. Navi still taking these shots from the tops of these hills. And let's see, the Mad Bulls coming on in. And right over here next to Grimace Gaming and Ark is coming right on in from the north side, right on top of Team 17. Grimace Gaming right down below, right on the edge of zone. So we do have all these teams, and it looks like the Mabbles are pulling up right on over at the other side. Let's see what we can see on the other side of this hilltop. Right in front of DeLuca, right there, and DeLuca does get knocked, but he does have support from the rest of his team coming up and over. Where's Rami on the backside? Let's see what's going on. And I'm not sure that they're going to be able to pick him up. We got TQ right on over here trying to get those shots, and he is getting chewed up also. But here comes they are out and around. Look at this. They are all coming from different angles, coming up and on top of them. And here comes Rami trying to get those shots with that S12. TQ gets taken down, and so now it is Mad Bulls. We got a solo right here. Still getting shot at by Grimace Gaming from the top of the hill. We still have Grimace Gaming all right down in here, so let's see what's going on. We will stay here for just a second. Let's check the map down below as he takes these shots right up and above. We still have the 3 teams right over here, because Ark is not too far away. And look over here, we have Navi right on top of, look at this, we have Navi right on top of Elfie, and we've also got Brute Force up at the top. So Navi stuck between Brute Force and Elfie right on down here in Cruz del Val. So let's see what's going on next. The Mad Bulls leaving the scene of the crime. There's only one solo left as Navi now gets pushed up on by Ark right at the top. And Grimace Gaming down to just a solo. We do have a Navi getting pushed up on by Brute Force up on top of the hill of Cruz del Val. Brute Force finishing that off, and we still have Elfie right down below in the church. And now let's see what's going on. We have another solo coming right on in, right next to where the Mad Bull solo came in. Both of these teams coming in as solos right. And the Mad Bull trying to get that nade up and over onto Grimace Gaming, but does not connect that nade in time. Alright guys, let's see what else is going on. The Money Makers, they are right over here next to Virtuous Pro. We're getting ready for this crazy fight way over towards the west edge zone. The blue right on their backs, and they're still coming on in. Our zone has popped, and we are going Cruz del Val down to the truck stop. So let's see what's going on. Here comes the push by the Money Makers down onto Virtuous Pro. So they are all right over in here. They're trying to get the information, trying to figure out where the Virtuous Pro are, and I don't think any of them are left. I think they've all left already. So let's see where Furia is. He's been the last 2 matches top fragger, and he is just moving on around the northern edge. Look at this, and everybody does have to come on down and in. We still have Elfie right over here next to Brute Force. Let's see, it looks like they're coming up and in, trying to push up onto the church to the very northern side of, there we go, very northern side of Cruz de Val and the zone. You can see the zone right here as they are pushing up and in. This is Alfie pushing up onto brute force. So let's go back to the map and see what else is happening. We do have KST coming in from the southeast. We've got Arc all the way down at the south. We have Grimace Gaming in the zone. In the middle, we got Rook. We got Team Spirit Cave coming in from the west. The Money Makers coming in from the northwest. And Virtuous Pro still doing that wraparound that they seem to like to do, clearing out any of the teams coming into zone late. So this seems to be something that they do very well. And now let's see, we still have, let's go back to the map so you guys can see what's going on. I don't see Brute Force. I believe Brute Force has gone ahead and moved on out. Moneymakers and Cave may end up on top of each other, and Virtuous Pro are now coming down from the south, so or coming down from the north. So let's see. NLO may end up with a lap full of Virtuous Pro, but it looks like he's going to go ahead and move on out. Let's go down to Arc, see what Arc is doing at this edge, see if there's anything that he's paying attention to, because he does have KST right across. And let's go over to the Moneymakers right across the street from Brute Force. Brute Force going right on down to that compound, and I do see Rook not too far away as well. Rook Esports really close to them. So we do have these teams pushing on in. We have 11 teams left in this lobby. So where is everyone going? That's the question of the day. We do have NLO coming right up and over. I still think they're going to find Virtuous Pro, and they do. So we're going to have a fight right on over here. Let's see what we can see from the top of this, as they are all up on hilltops trying to push up and in on each other. We do have right on the outside of the zone, so let's see what's going on. We did get one of them knocked from NLO, and we are, let's see, what can we see right over here? They are taking off, moving on out, might be able to get over to his teammate. We still have all the Furia coming right up and in. You can see Furia from the Virtuous Pro coming up and in. Let's see what Furia is doing. He is trying to pick up his teammate as the rest of them are coming up and over the top from NLO right on that edge. He is trying to pick up Malloy. Malloy is right here, and he's got Orca on the other side covering for him as he comes right up and over, still trying to get those shots. Oh, Furia! Furia gets knocked, and so now it's just up to Orca way across the street with all of them from NLO all right in and around him. And where is the rest of NLO? I can't see them on the map down below. Let's go ahead and put up this map, because we are losing teams left and right. We're down. We still have 11 teams, but we are headed down towards the truck stop with all sorts of solos and duos coming into this. All right, let's go over here to Rook and see what's going on with Rook. Also a duo now at this point. Still trying to get the elimination over here onto Grimace Gaming. Grimace Gaming, a solo on the backside, running around with this S12 right there. Oh, whoa! Both of them get taken out, and it was Virtuous Pro from the edge that was able to get that. And here comes Virtuous Pro Orca coming right on over, getting another elimination with this fight between the two solos. And now we do have Team 22, Team Spirit, coming up and around and not too far away from Arcane. Arcane right over here, still trying to get those shots. Acrid right over here. Sorry guys, with KST, all of them trying to come up and in right on this edge, right at the top of this hill. So let's go over here, see what's happening as we come up and through with the DBS. And look at this, we got him raging, coming up and over. We have one more solo coming up from Team 15, Shay's right on down below. All four of them from Arc right at the top, and Team Spirit coming up from right down the other way. So, oh, look at the hard shift. It goes all the way to the northwest now. And Arc coming down off the edge of this hill, and Shay's still trying to keep them from coming up and onto him. So now let's see what's going on right on over here. The money makers, we still have Cave right on top of them. We got Rook right at the top, and there goes Shays from KST by Arc, and there goes Rook. NLO does get knocked into all of that. Let's go over to the money makers, find out what's going on with Cave, and scroll all the way in. We're down to 7 teams, but we still have a lot of duos and solos in here. We have a duo for Brute Force. They've been a duo for quite some time, all the way to the north side of zone. And oh, the money makers, Cave now a solo right over here. Trying to keep the money makers, trying to get those shots right on down, and Keep does take down one of them from the money makers. The money makers Icy Boss right there behind that vehicle now. So let's see what's going on. Icy Boss now trying to keep an eye over onto Cave as there. It looks like he's gonna get on out of there. We are down to the 6 final teams, guys. We still have a full 4-man team for Arc. We have a trio for Team Spirit, a trio for the money makers, a solo for the Keep, a duo for the Brute Force, and NLO also a full 4-man team. Getting pushed up on right on over here by Arc. Is Arc all pushing right up on NLO. NLO trying to come out and around. Oh, Arc on fire. Getting popped out of that vehicle. So now Arc is down to just a duo right on over here. Let's see what the Hard Boy is doing. Hard Boy getting over towards his vehicle. And we got Rage On trying to get those shots over and oh, he does connect with NLO, and there's another one right behind that tree doing the flick, trying to get him from coming out from behind that tree. So let's see if he can get his teammate picked back up, and he knows that NLO is down to just a solo, I believe. Yes, it is. He is the last one still standing for NLO and trying to get over towards zone. We still have 5 teams in this, and there goes some of them from NLO. Yeah, oh, but he gets found by Acrid. Team Spirit right on down below, also on fire. Our zone, no one in zone at the moment, so let's see if we can get an idea of what zone is. It's going to be very empty because zone is across the street and on top of this hill right there, and no one is in zone at the moment. We do have a couple of them from Arc that are coming close to zone. That is your zone. Let's see if we can see what happens when all these teams do try to get on into zone. We see Brute Force coming up and around that backside. He is now a solo, and we are down to the last 3 teams. We have a trio for Team Spirit, a duo for Arc, and a solo for Brute Force. So let's see where everyone went. Let's see what we can find out. We have all of Team Spirit spreading on out, and we are not anywhere near the rest of the 2 teams left over. The 2 teams, there is Arc. Here goes Arc, one of them from Arc, and then Brute Force coming on in as well. And this is zone right on over here. So let's go over to Brute Force right on down below, and we'll go over to Arc and see what's going on the crossway as these 2 solos are trying to push up onto Team Spirit, a full 3-man team, a full trio, not a full squad. Alright, let's go over to Naomi, see what's happening as Brute Force is right on the backside of this, still trying to come up and over the top of that, still throwing those nades. It is Naomi versus Brute Force. And on the other side of the map, we can see that we got Arc facing off with another one on the other side. Naomi still still trying to come up. Woo! And look at this. Brute Force almost gets Naomi down to 20 HP. So now let's go over to the other side, see what's happening. He's at the top of this, just getting some of that loot. He is not too worried about it because Team Spirit is not right. Let's go. Let me see if I can scroll on up and get some idea of where these players are at the moment. It's much easier when we can see where they are from above. We still have Ark in the back. We have Brute Force right on down below. There you go, guys. There you go. There are your teams. All right, let's see what's going on with Ark. Ooh, they do know that Brute Force is right on over here. So let's see what is happening. Oh, down to about there, and he does get found, and that is it. That is it for Miramar match. All right, T Spirit coming in first with 6 eliminations. Coming in second, Brute Force with 8 eliminations, and Ark coming in third with 8 eliminations. G top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15. Going all out. NLO 9s. 4 eliminations, 617 damage, and we will be right back for tonight's last match. Be right back.
In too deep, yeah. Am I just a little secret? I didn't hear the sirens. I didn't wanna see the warning signs, and now I pay the price, yeah. Oh, I should've known. It hits me like a tidal wave every time you say my name. It hits me like a tidal wave. It hits me like a tidal wave. A tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. I was so blind, waiting patient on the shoreline. Now you're leaving, but I know you got your reasons too. I didn't hear the sirens. I didn't wanna see the warning signs, and now I pay the price, yeah. Oh, I should've known. It hits me like a tidal wave every time you say
baddest thing we touch the road. Tell them say we ready, clip them on the cut she load. Shoulda know say we no regular, anything we ready for. Bet you never know, bet you never know. Nah go take no talk, I beg no pardon, that's for sure. Bet you never know, bet you never know. How we are like the badness, we are like the globe. Bet you never know, bet you never know. How we are like the badness, we are like the globe. Bet you never know. Say we have the power, but there's things we touch the road. Tell them say we ready, clip them on the cut she load. Shoulda know say we no regular, anything we ready for. Bet you never know, bet you never know. Nah go take no talk, I beg no pardon, that's for sure. Bet you never know, bet you never know. How we are like the badness, we are like the globe. Bet you never know, bet you never know. How we are like the badness, we are like the globe. We are like the globe.
White lies perilous, fell ill from your kiss. I got drunk off your demons, one sipping I'm lovesick.
Welcome back, everyone, and here are the scores to the minute going into match 5 of day 2 for OGC Summer Cup. This is stage 1, $3,000. Virtuous Pro is still in first with 76 total points. NLO with 69. Team Spirit moving up with 63 total total points. Oh, I did it again. There we go. Let's go ahead and put that up, and this time we're going to be jumping with NLO 9s. Let's find NLO 9 alphas right over here. There we go. NLO 9s. He was the last match top fragger, and we are 6 seconds away from tonight's final flight path. So let's go, guys. Let's see where we are headed this time. We are going from the Milton Power Peninsula across Shelter just to the north of Roz, through shooting range and into the water. And we are jumping with NLO, unless I have switched off of him again. Let's see, where's NLO? Nope, I am still on him. And still losing it, guys. Still losing it. Alright, let's go. Let's see what's going to happen now. We do have several teams. Nope, we've got Grimace Gaming off the plane. Navi right there with them. So let's see what's going on next, as they're still coming up and into zone. So let's see what is happening with the flight Bath and NLO off the plane, headed down towards the shelter mansion area. So let's see. I think he is looking for some vehicles down below. And let's see, he is the only one in this entire area. KST headed up towards Lipovka. We do have Team Spirit headed down through the farm area. Navi not too far away from Grimace Gaming. Most of these teams still on the plane up by school area. We have DG, and he does get his vehicle, and he is on out of there, headed up towards Yasnaya. We do have a line of teams right on over here. We got Lex right over here with Danger Esports, and we have a military base ending, and oh no, Rook right over here in a fight with Team Liquid. Look, already down. What is going on with Team Liquid? Cardozen has been taken down right over by the shelter. Killer Joe in the sights of Mythic. Mythic trying to get those shots right across onto him. Where is Ayala? Ayala right over here picking up Cardozen. And let's see what is Mythic doing right over here with Killer Joe at the top. Let's see what Killer Joe can do for his team right over here. Rook down a player already. And we do have another one knocked. And Killer Joe coming on through. And I think he's the only one over here in shelter. Let's go over here, see what's going on, because we do have Team Liquid pushing up onto Rook right on over here. Let's see. We got Mythic all the way over at Walmart. And let's see. Chief right over here on the backside. And let's see, where is Ayala? Ayala coming right on out. So we do have two players up towards the shelter area. And let's see, one trying to crawl on out, one getting into the buggy, heading on out of there, and Killer Joe still right over at the shelter. So very, very early fights, and Ayala already up to 2 eliminations. All right, guys, let's go and check in on the map, see what we can see as far as the next fight going off. We do have Alfie in a fight with the Mad Bulls right over here towards the East Raz area, and see what's happening. We do have the Mad Bulls on the outside. Look at this. I think the Mad Bulls are down to just Rami. He is the last one. He's going to be honking for us over here in Rozhok, the only one in Rozhok. He's going to be able to get some loot. But Danger Esports is not too far away, and DMR coming down from Zaverny. Everyone already trying to get over to military base can see all this happening. Let's see what's going on with Rook right over here. They're still right on top of Team Liquid. All right, let's see. Mad Bulls, a sandwich between Alfie and Danger Esports. I'm not exactly sure if they're going to be... Oh, there goes Mythic. They were able to find Mythic right on down below. So now let's see what's going on right on over here. It does look like Cardozen with his M16 trying to get the top of Killer Joe right at the top of that hill behind the rock. So let's see what else is going on the map. I do see a bridge camp happening right on down here. Let's see what we can see as we do have Team 9 DG trying to come in and across right through 4FS on the other side of this bridge. We'll keep an eye on this bridge for just a minute, see what's going to happen, because we do have DG trying to come in and across. So let's see what Killer Joe is doing over here on the other side. So he's trying to stay out of Cardozen. Cardozen's still zeroed in right on top of him. It looks like Chief is also trying to get the shots right across over onto the other one from Rook. Rook way over here in this dip, and he knows that. Ooh, Ayala just got knocked by a nade by Killer Joe. Killer Joe was able to get that nade right up and onto Ayala. Ayala trying to push up and in onto this. Look at this. Ayala right on down below behind the tree watching where Rook is coming up and around on the backside. Cardozen down to about 5 HP watching as Ayala is right there underneath Killer Joe, and Chief right over here also trying to keep an eye right across onto where Rook is coming up and around on that buggy. So I'm not sure if he's gonna. Oh, he's coming over to get a vehicle. So let's go back over to Killer Joe. Find out what Killer Joe is doing right on top of Team Liquid, and it does look like it's been stalled on the bridge. So we'll get off of the bridge, and you can see where everyone is coming down and around now into military base, because it does look like it's going to be a military base ending. Ayala still bleeding out. We still have Chief and Cardozo in the houses down below, so we do have to keep an eye on what is Killer Joe and his partner over at the. Oh, his partner got knocked. I did not see that until just now. I was looking at the map down below, and so now Killer Joe right at the top, and oh, he got taken out by Alfie, because Alfie is coming out and around as well, and I think Chief may be trying to get out and over across the way to come and pick up. Oh, he knows that Alfie is coming now too, and Chief gets knocked by Killer Joe and finished by Alfie. So now it is just up to Cardozo. Cardozo is getting pushed up on now by all four of them from Alfie, and Killer Joe is still at the top trying to get the knocks as well. Right on over here, and there it goes. So now Cardozo, the last one, still standing for Team Liquid. We will stay on this for just a minute more, because not only is Alfie here, but you could see right at the top that here comes NLO, not too far away, is able to get a knock and probably an elimination over onto Alfie. And so let's see what's going on from the top. Let's see what Killer Joe can see from his perspective, because we do have all these teams coming on in. We got Cardozo in that house. We got Killer Joe at the top. We've got Papa Blue coming in right behind him, and here comes NLO as well. So we'll keep an eye on the top of that. Cardozo right here eating some of that blue. I don't think he's been able to loot much, so I'm not even sure he has any first aids. He may end up going out to zone. You can see NLO. Oh, that nade by Alfie. So now we still have NLO still right at the top, though. NLO still coming down and around. Does look like Killer Joe is headed back into the shelter, so we do have NLO over in that smoke, and they are in the blue zone trying to push up onto Alfie. Look at that, they are right at the back, and NLO is able to get step row and finishing him off. So now Alfie is down to just a duo. We are down to 13 teams, as now Cloud is trying to get these, trying to hold off the push by NLO, and here comes the last match. Top fragger right on the outside, and he does get knocked right out of that. So now they're still trying to get those shots and angles over onto Alfie. There's one solo left from Alfie. Up to 4 eliminations on the other. Look at this, still trying to throw those nades up and over. Ooh, he does get some damage over onto NLO as they are coming up, and we still have Killer Joe at the top of shelter, still trying to get those eliminations down onto this third party, as we've had 3, 4, 5 teams pull up and over into here. NLO moving out and around, and it does look like 999 coming out and around, and he is getting ready. It looks like he is trying to get a better position. Let's see what else is going on. It looks like they are all moving out, so it does look like Alfie may be able to survive this, but they are all headed up right on over towards Killer Joe, and I think Killer Joe just got a knock over onto NLO. NLO still coming up and around on the other side. Now Killer Joe still eating some ammo, boys, eating the ammo. All right, guys, what is going on down right on over here? Let's check in on Team Spirit right here. Team Spirit coming right up and through, right in the middle of DMR. Let's go and check out what is happening down on Military Island. We do have Cave coming up on the boatation, coming up to the military docks. And we do have teams all right on top of each other over on this very northwest side of Military Island. So let's go over here and check out what is going on with Danger Esports. does have, they do have all sorts of teams coming up and around. And look at this, we got the Mad Bulls, the Solos still coming up and through, and he may end up right in the middle of DE. He's got to know that there's another squad there already. So Mad Bulls pushing up into Danger Esports. We still have NLO way up by the shelter, up towards the top. We do have two teams over on the eastern edge of the zone. We have Grimace Gaming. It looks like Grimace Gaming coming right up and in onto KST, trying to get some of that information for the rest of his team. And we still have a Solo way down at... Oh, and he gets found. There goes the Mad Bulls, boys. All right, so let's see what else is happening. We do have DG right over here with Team Spirit driving all the way around the outside of them. So let's see what else is happening on this. We still have one from the cave, the team all the way over in Primorsk. I'm not sure what he is doing. NLO's getting ready to come on down through that eastern bridge and right into Grimace Gaming. So we do have a couple of teams outside of zone, and we have a minute 24 until the next zone pops, and they're all right on top of each other. DMR pushing right up over here on the other side of Team Spirit, still trying to figure out where everyone is calling home. Team Spirit right there in front of them. And Team Spirit moving out and around Nomi right on the other side of this. So let's see what's going on. Here comes DMR right up and around. They still have Grimace Gaming over on that western or the eastern bridge holding down as NLO getting ready to come across. And Cave way over outside his zone. I'm not sure what he's doing way over there either, but he is moving. He is in this game. So now Nomi trying to come right up and in onto DMR, throwing those nades up and over the top of the ridge. And let's see what else is happening, guys. And we still have NLO all on the northern side of this zone. They do have to come down and across the river. Not sure if they're getting ready for a boat station. And we still have Cave, the Solo from Cave, way over on that edge by north of Primorsk. Our zone getting ready to pop again. And where is this going this time? That's the question. 5 seconds till we find out. And let's see, we are going to look at that, the western edge of military one more time. So we got the West Bridge right over here in play, and we are right on the edge of zone here. So let's go. Let's see what's going on with DG as everybody is pushing right up and over right near where they are calling home. They are just a trio. There goes Team Spirit coming into the backside of this house and right on the inside, and he is able to get one with the DBS. He gets two with the DBS as they come right on in through the window. One more from Team Spirit on the outside, getting ready to push into the DBS, and you know he is not happy about the DBS. He's right there on that backside. He also has a DBS, and he is trying to get those shots. Let's get on over to 26, see what 26 can do for Team Spirit. K26 right here in the smoke with all of them from DG right on the inside. We still have the fights going on right down at the other edge. We've got DE right over here with, oh, DE getting taken out by Grimace Gaming. And now it is just KST on the backside of Grimace Gaming over on the other side. And, oh, Team Spirit going out in 8th place. And we still have a fight going on up over here as we do have Phantom Lex right over here next to Team 8. DMR and Phantom Lex right on top of each other, right on over here. We do have one at the top of that. Let's see, what is he doing? He's trying to get those nades right on down on DMR, throwing those smokes, trying to keep the sight lines down and up. And we still have KST right over here trying to hold off Grimace Gaming. And there they go, Grimace Gaming coming around on those different angles. They do have to come on into zone. NLO coming down from the east bridge. We still have 6 teams in this, guys. 6 teams still in this, so we still have, I think that might have been the last one. No, DMR does have a solo right on over here, trying to get over to this compound, trying to get out of that spray, down to about 20 HP in center zone. So we still have DG coming in. We have Grimace Gaming coming in. NLO from that East Bridge. We have Cave all right here in zone. And we still have Phantom Lex over here. Phantom Lex up to 3 eliminations. Still trying to get some idea where everyone is coming on in. DG coming in from the top. Still out and about, still figuring out where everyone is, all on this crazy split. NLO coming up right behind DG with the same color. These teams are both in the brown zone. Alright, so let's see what is going on with Cave. Let's check in on Cave right on over here on the outside, just hanging on to zone. Nothing much happening at the moment. The zone is getting ready to pop again. And the solo that was way over by Promorse does make it to his team. I'm not exactly sure how he did that. We should have kept an eye on that. Maybe using that emergency evac. Alright, let's see what's going on with the rest of them as they're coming up and in. We have Grimace Gaming coming right on in, right next to where DG is at the top of this hill. And here comes Focus right on the backside of this, still coming up and around, still trying to figure out where the teams are. We still have NLO all the way over on the east side. We have Lex, Phantom Lex, right over here on the west side. DMR and DG right in the zone. And Cave still needs to come in from the south. So we do have teams that need to rotate in. Let's go back over to Young, see what Young is doing. Keeping an eye on DG right above as they are all trying to get into zone, trying to find their spot. And, ooh, down to about 10 HP. Let's check in on Oble. Oble right over here is getting sprayed down, and there goes the buggy right there in front of him, and he's not able to get that heal off in time, but he is able to get the evacuation from his teammates and back up on top of this hill. NLO still making their way on in. GG. We did get one from Grimace Gaming knocked, and I think they're going to be able to pick him up. They are outside of zone, but the zone is far enough away. They should be able to get up and in. We still have Ego right up at the top, waiting for any of the fish that may be coming across, but I think that is no longer the case. So let's go and keep checking in on the map, see where the next fight might be, because we do have another minute, less than a minute until the next zone pops. And let's go. Let's see what is going on with... Let's check in on our last match top fragger. See what he's doing. He is just out scouting, making sure that there are no stragglers coming in, no solos trying to sneak their way on in. And he may end up right in the lap of Lex. Lex is right down below him. You can see that on the map down in the lower right-hand corner, that Lex is not too far away. Also out scouting the edge of zone. So let's see what else is happening, because we are getting closer and closer. Focus from Grimace Gaming getting right over here near the top of Team 18 and Team 16. Cave finally making the push into zone from their compound, and they will be coming right into Grimace Gaming, coming right up and over. Focus does get seen, and Keep is able to get quite a bit of damage right on over here. Keep on the backside. They know that they've got to get on into zone, and all three of them hopping into that vehicle to get into zone. Maybe four of them into this vehicle, as they are coming up and around right over by this solo. We got a solo right over here from Pusher right on this edge, waiting for the... Oh, he sprayed two of them right out of that car, but they will be able to get picked back up. So Cave Gaming still in this, guys. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. We still have Grimace Gaming coming out and around the backside, trying to get down and around Team 9 DG. And let's check in on NLO right over on this northern edge. See what they're doing. Lex Ego does get knocked out in the middle of this field, so Phantom X down to just a duo now, trying to take those shots up at Nan. That is our last match. Top fragger right on over here at the north side of zone, up on top of the hill. And Grimace Gaming right over here with Cave Gaming down to just a solo now. Strict trying to get the heal off, trying to throw those smokes, trying to throw the mollies, keeping him from the push. He still has to get healed back up. We are down to the last 4 teams, and we still have NLO in this. We've got Phantom Lex, and it looks like Phantom Lex and NLO are getting ready to get in a fight right on over here. It does look like NLO is getting ready to push right up onto this compound. We'll go ahead and see if we can keep an eye on this, because NLO is getting closer and closer to Phantom Lex in this compound. You can see that right on over here. We do have quite a few smokes out in the open, and this is right on the western edge of zone. And look at Cave. He is still sitting here right below all of DG. And let's go. Let's check out the zone as our zone's getting ready to pop again. We know that Lex is moving up and in, and now Strict has to go all the way across. So let's go over here, see what we can see that's in zone. Let's go over and NLO. Let's see where I am over here. I don't think I'm where I wanted to be, but we will keep an eye on this. We do have DG up at the top of that hill. We have Cave Strict in this, and we've got Lex right down below. We still can't get all the teams in this, but this gives you a better idea of what is going on. That is your zone right there. We do have DG that needs to come down. We do have Cave that needs to also come on in, and now it does look like DG is getting ready to push up onto Cave. Cave taking those shots as they go flying right on past, and Cave gets taken out, but DG now does have to push up and into zone, and we still have NLO right on down below, and Team 10 Lex right across. So let's go. I do think that NLO is getting ready to push up onto Lex right on that edge, and DG still coming up and in. Let's check in on Phantom Lex. It looks like Phantom Lex getting ready to move on out, and then it's gonna end up right in the middle. Oh, we found the rocks, guys. All right, so let's go. Let's get a little closer. Let's get over here so we can see where DG, NLO, and Lex are coming in for today's final match, as they are competing in the OGC. This is the Summer Cup, and look at that edge of zone right over on the other side. It does look like we've got a fight going on between NLO right over here with DG, and Lex is still over there throwing all the nades up and over the top. We do get DG knocked. We do have 2 more from DG that are trying to get into zone. Look at all the smokes, the plumes everywhere as these players are trying to get into this wide open space. There is no hard cover in here. Let's go over to DG, and I think DG is out, so now it is just Lex versus NLO. NLO it is. They are down. Let's see. Lex is just a duo. We have full 4-man squad right over here, but I do think that one of them has been knocked from NLO. Oh, and Lex gets knocked, so now it is just up to Maya. So right here is here going. And that is it. Today's final match. NLO coming in first with 10 eliminations. Coming in second, Lex with 4 eliminations. And DG coming in third with 7 eliminations. G Tap 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. Going all out. NLO Mons 5 elimination, 664 damage. And that is it for us tonight. The final match of day 2 for the OGC Summer Cup. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting both of us. We really appreciate you. Stay safe everyone, and I will see you soon. Good night everyone.